girl Cece with WIB Magazine, and I have my co-host on the line, Mickey Monday. How are you today?
Doing good, Cece. How are you?
I'm doing good. Happy Tuesday.
Yes.
We have a special guest on the line. I'm going to let her introduce herself.
Hey, what's up, you guys? My name is Kissie Lee.
Well, tell everybody where you from and what you do.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm from Denver, Colorado, and I'm a singer-songwriter.
And how did you get into singing?
I started when I was like 6 years old. I went to this girl's birthday party, and it was like at an improv troupe type of place. So I seen everybody running through the crowd. I was like, oh, I want to do that. So I went home and told my mom, and she actually called them and figured out what I had to do. And that's when my parents both found out I could sing. So, and it was just like, it was a place called Kids Kit. So it was history from there.
Okay. Well, tell us about this new single you have, My Love.
Yes, my new single is out. It's produced by Mr. Hanky, and it's called My Love. I'm so excited about it. It's actually doing so well. We dropped the video and the single on September 18th, so it's out. You can see the video or stream the single.
So what was the inspiration behind it?
The inspiration behind this song was really just like a feel-good song. When I heard the beat, I was just like, oh, this is crazy. We got to write something. And it felt like, you know, you could get dressed to it, one of them energy songs. You could be at the club to it. So I just wanted it to be a feel-good, like, kind of love song, but still, you know, fly because I'm not pressed.
I feel you.
Yeah.
And I was going to say, I'm loving your new look, too. I was like, okay.
Honey,
this
this little
got a
wig.
change going on now.
Thank you so much.
So I usually ask this question with all of our interviewees, just to get a sense of, you know, who you are as an artist. And for those who are watching this interview for the first time and they get to understand you a little better, and, you know, might want to tune into your music, you know, what would be a project of yours or a song, aside from My Love, that you would recommend to like a new coming fan, someone who wants to get, you know, Kissie Lee at her finest?
Oh yeah, they want to get into me, definitely listen to the Real EP. And if they really want to dig deep, they're going to listen to that Rules for Girls, at least Freak for You and Same Shit.
Yeah.
Okay. So what made you choose those two?
Because those were actually my favorite ones on the Rules for Girls project. And then like even on SoundCloud, like they kind of went viral on SoundCloud, those two. And that was a project that definitely had, you know, I didn't have a team or anything to push it. It was just really strictly off of people looking me up and things.
Okay, that's what's up.
Mm-hmm.
So tell us a little bit more about you being on Billboard. I know that was an exciting accomplishment for you, right?
Yes. As a songwriter, writing this song for an artist named Skylar Stecker, she signed to Disney. And at the time when I wrote it with the producer for that song was Tricky Stewart, and he's the legendary already. So to hear them say, oh yeah, she's cutting this record, I'm like, cool. They're like, oh, the song's #2. I'm like, oh, that's amazing. And then the next week they're like, oh, it's #1. Like we beat Rihanna and DJ Khaled, Wild Thoughts. So I was like, oh wow, like this is for real. And it was #1 for 2 weeks, which is really good. And it was just amazing to me because it like solidified, okay, I'm on the right path.
Yeah, that's congratulations, definitely for that, because
thank you.
That's not an easy feat for sure.
Right.
And I want to say I got started off of Close My Door.
Close That Door, yep.
The Door. That was one of my favorite songs. When I heard that, I was like, oh, I'm a Kissie Lee fan.
Oh, thank you. That is definitely a classic. I still perform that one. I'm performing at the parking lot concert in Atlanta, October 3rd. I'm gonna perform that one definitely.
Okay. So, are you currently in Atlanta or are you in Colorado? Because
I'm in Atlanta.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I was gonna say I'm hearing a little bit of an accent.
Yeah, I definitely got the country twang now.
Yeah.
But yeah, I left Colorado and went to ended up going to Clark, Atlanta. So that's how I ended up in Atlanta.
Okay, yeah, that's what's up. Just stayed there, just planted the roots. Okay.
Yeah, I knew I was gonna be somewhere else.
Nice. So who are some of your musical influences?
I would say like I built a family. So I always say my auntie is Mary J. Blige, even though she don't like to be called auntie. So I would never call her that, but I'm just saying she's be in that position. And then Aaliyah would be my sister. Isley Brothers, my uncles, and Bruno Mars like my brother.
Okay.
Wait. You're forgetting Keke.
Keke, I mean, she's my sister in real life. She's my sister in real life. So I just say, like, if I built an imaginary family, but I can call Keke anytime, be like, girl, what should I do? What you think about this? I love her so much.
I know because I came to your video shoot that y'all had for Close That Door with her. Actually, I think
the song we have All the Way In.
Yeah, All the Way In was it. And she was in there. And I was like, okay, look at y'all. I like y'all together too, because you write music for her, right? I remember
we have a lot of new records that I'm waiting on her to sneak out. But yeah, I've written on her past 2 projects too.
Right. Okay, I remember that from the last interview.
Yep.
Awesome. Because our Christmas song y'all had to get together was dope too. I think that's what got me started on Kissie Lee. I was like, look at her and Keke Wyatt. And the little Christmas song, it was really nice.
Thank you. We're gonna re-release the Christmas project this year. I'm gonna add another song.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I got another question for you. Just to kind of see, who you would pick, but who would you choose for your ideal like collaboration? Like if you had the opportunity to pick with anybody, and it could be dead or alive if you have somebody in mind, but who would you choose to have that perfect song with?
I always say Bruno Mars.
Okay.
I feel like we're gonna make a great song together, and it's gonna be #1 because I feel like our styles match. And it's like when you listen to Bruno Mars, he only got like 3 albums out, but you can listen to it front to back, back to front, and it's like he don't miss. So I think that would be a great collab.
Okay.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
So tell me, what have you been doing in this time since, everything is kind of the way that it is now, normal is not normal anymore. So
I know.
Yeah, what exactly have you been doing to kind of keep yourself, up to date and like, with the trends and, are you doing any TikToks or anything like that? Or
oh yeah, I've been my TikToks have been going viral actually.
Okay.
My song It Pours went viral on TikTok. This cover that I did with this R&B artist Highland Star, it went viral on TikTok. Like it's like a lot of Black love videos. I love it. And then then just some of like the funny stuff I does, it gets on the For You page. So TikTok's been really good. I have been just focusing on all my social medias, making sure that I'm posting content on each one. And so that's really just that's always been my focus, but it's easier for people to pay attention now. So yeah, they've been paying more attention.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have you ever thought about modeling or being an ambassador, or are you one?
Oh, like I have a hair sponsor and stuff like that. I feel like I'm not skinny enough to be like a real model. I think you got to be real skinny, but I think like,
nowadays you don't.
Yeah, I have people send me clothes and stuff. So I have, certain things. I know that takes a whole nother focus. I'm not like super focused on it, but if people send me stuff, I'm really into fashion. So I'm definitely like open to it.
What's one of your favorite stores?
Oh, see, I'm a little ghetto, y'all. I don't care about labels too much. If I get it, it's cool. But if I don't, it's cool. I really like, my homegirl, Nia Lee, has a boutique. It's called the NLW. And she just has the cutest little, I like rompers, onesies. I like sets. And she always has like some really fly ones that fit so good when I get them. So like, I just like places like that. Or like Cupcake Mafia is based in Atlanta. She have like, it says Fendi, but obviously it's not. But I just don't care. But so I'll rock it. And if it look good, it just look good. But she have real cute stuff too.
Gotcha. So since you've been in Atlanta, what is like 3 things you love about it so far?
Three things: being around my people, and I see a lot of them be doing well, and it's very inspiring. And that's number one. Number two, I like the houses. Like, they're really nice and big, and Colorado is not too expensive. Well, actually, Colorado got more expensive now because of everything legal, but definitely that part. And I don't know, it feels like it's like a home feeling. I don't know, like when I go out, like it's like I feel like I know everybody. It's like a really home feeling. I like it.
Yeah, gotcha.
So when you go out, say you go out, you start touring, right? Mm-hmm. What's a couple of things you would bring with you that you absolutely need to have? Like, give me like 3 items.
Makeup, because I'm ugly without makeup.
Okay.
I'm joking, but I feel that way. But people be like,
I was gonna say, I wouldn't think that, but
but definitely that. And then I would bring definitely but I gotta really think about this. Perfume and deodorant, like my whole, I want to smell good, because you be on the road. Sometimes you may not be able to check in a hotel. I need to be smelling fresh, because I know they be trying to talk about people and they want to hug me and take pictures, and and then I would bring my laptop and my microphone so I can record, because you get inspired in different cities and stuff.
Okay. Yeah, of course.
Definitely.
So let me think, because there's something else I wanted to ask you, but I'm gonna hold that for later. So aside from the Billboard having that song chart on the Billboard, what's another accomplishment of yours, or something that made you think to yourself like, yeah, I'm definitely gonna be doing this for long term?
When I put out my Christmas project the year before last, I just was randomly sending it to DJs in my phone that I had their number, and DJ Peanut ended up being like, yo, send me some live footage of you performing. I'm gonna see if I can get this rotation. And I'm like, it was just out of nowhere, and he's on V103, so he sends it to Reggie Rouse, the program director, and they loved it. I had 2 songs in rotation that Christmas, and I had just had my baby, and I was like, oh dang, like we didn't, it was just me texting people in my phone. So I was like, dang, okay, I definitely must be doing something right.
Okay, wow. And you're here, you've hit here, but you've got so much far to go. So,
oh yeah,
definitely. The work, the grind never stops, right?
Ever.
Right.
So,
ask people this: what is one fun fact about Kissie Lee?
One fun fact. Sorry. One fun fact would be, what can I say? I gotta think of what I do. I think there's a lot of fun things about me. One fun fact is that, dang, you really asked a good question. What's fun about me?
Okay, so let me switch it around a little bit.
Huh?
I'm gonna switch it around then.
Okay.
What is something that a lot of people don't know about you that you do or you like?
Oh, okay. I'm actually a really good cook.
Okay.
And a lot of people look at me and be like, you can't cook. Everybody I meet be like, Kissie, you can't cook, but I make some fried chicken that go crazy. My parents even said it, and they ain't gonna just lie. They used to eat it all up, and my sister would be at gymnastics practice and be mad because she didn't get none. So I really make some bomb fried chicken.
Gotcha. But give us an exclusive. Were you working on any new projects? Give us something exclusive you got going on with your music.
Yes, so I just dropped My Love single and video, and we actually have the project, the EP on the way out in probably a few more weeks. We're just finalizing the mix and the masters and everything, and gonna shoot a couple more visuals so we can just drop it, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, the EP is coming at least October. So I'm really excited about that. There's a couple more songs produced by Mr. Hanky. Then I'm re-releasing my Christmas project, which is called A Very Merry Kissmas, because holidays are my favorite. My birthday is December 29th. So I'm a Christmas baby anyway. So yeah. And I do have actually in Atlanta is pretty open. So I do have a lot of shows coming up in Atlanta and listening parties and stuff.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
Definitely.
Yeah, absolutely. Excuse me. So where was I? Okay, back to what I was going to ask you before I was really interrupted.
Mm-hmm.
So, with you going to school down in Atlanta, what, what was your major in? Like, what would you, if music hadn't panned out for you, like, what would you have been doing with that?
Well, when I first got to Clark, I didn't think I had a good idea of what I want to do. It's hard trying to decide. Like, I was 17 when I started college. So
Okay.
I chose English, but I think now, like because I haven't finished yet, when I go back to finish, I would switch it to technology because I'm actually really a computer nerd on the low. Like I'm really good at like building websites, and I be running my mom's social media for everything. So yeah, I would focus on that.
So like coding languages and stuff like that too, right?
I'm getting better at coding, but yeah, I use Wix for websites or whatever, but then they introduced coding, so now I'm learning that.
Okay, cool. Yeah, you definitely, say that's definitely a good place to be into, even if, it's just something to have, even if,
Yeah, just because.
Right, exactly.
During quarantine, I have been learning so much stuff, so I would definitely focus more on that.
I'm glad you said that because that was going to be my next question. Like, have you picked up any new hobbies or skills or anything during this time, man?
I've definitely been on a super decorating mode because we just moved. And then I learned so much. Like I just started looking into like, okay, how do I really monetize my YouTube? And that's when I started doing the research. Like I found out all this stuff. I found out more about how like artists collect money. There's more than just, BMI and ASCAP. I've really been on the computer, so I just been cleaning up some loose ends, and I've been editing a lot. I even edit Keke Wyatt's vlog. She just posted a new one with her daughter Mimi. So if y'all go on her YouTube, I edited that vlog. So I've been getting really good at different stuff like that. So graphics and stuff.
Yeah,
I might need to be calling you.
I know it's a passion. I be staying up till like 5 a.m. editing stuff. Yeah.
Dang. I use Wix too, but I don't know. It's like Cece said, if you might have to put together like an invoice or something so people will know what.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I'm getting really nice, and I like to learn. For some reason, all this is very interesting to me. But so I be liking to learn new tricks. I'll be stuck on something and then be done off, learn something else for like 3 hours. So yeah.
I got you. So being in the music industry, what behind the scenes, what is the biggest challenge you had so far in this industry?
Just putting the right team together.
Okay.
So I feel like now I finally have like a really solid team, and it's full of OGs. Like shout out Johnny Cabell, Devon Stevens, Troy Marshall, Cash Howard, Mr. Hankey, Twana God, D Money. I have a really solid team. So I feel like that's what I just always been missing. And then even when you have the team, we still got, make sure little things are taken care of because they OGs in the game. So sometimes, you got to be like, oh, don't forget about this detail because I'm still new. Y'all did. But yeah, so definitely the team part. Mm-hmm.
Definitely. And that's always good when you can say that you got a big support system and like a real team that got your back. So definitely that.
So my question to you now is, did you have anything lined up for this year? Because I know last year you did the tour with Sammy, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
we were actually supposed to go on another tour. We were going to do another round. He was supposed to get off the Millennium Tour. Then we was headed out. So that got stopped. But he's probably going to come out and perform with me on my October 3rd show. I'm actually opening for K. Michelle. So, I mean, different things are lining up, but that was one major thing that I was excited about. And I was supposed to do the Essence Fest for the first time, like on my own as an artist, So, I think it'll happen 2021 once they really get it together.
Okay. Yeah. So tell us a little bit about the tour from last year, though. Tell us how that experience was.
it was just like amazing. Sammy obviously is a GOAT in the game. And so I didn't know what to expect. I was just ready. And when I got out there, it sold out every city we went to, full of girls, maybe 4 guys. And
wow.
they were so inviting though. They wasn't looking at me like, who is this bitch? They was really like listening to my music. They was like, yeah, they was, everything I said, they was saying it. Like, it was just turned up. And Sammy's such a dope person. Like, he be backstage with us. We all, you know, had a good time. Like, you know, he's really a cool, humble person.
Okay.
Go ahead, Kissie Lee.
Yet again, congrats. And I'm like sitting here like, wow,
that's fun.
A blessing.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. Like, they was like rocking to your music, like, girl.
Yeah. Because you never know how they're going to receive it now. And especially girls, we looking at each other like, what's up? But they really were like, hello. They was fooling with me. They still be, like, I get close with my fans or support, whatever you call it, my people on Instagram and stuff. I be DMing them and, like, I respond to comments. So I still talk to, like, some of the girls that followed me on the tour from last year.
Okay.
What's that? You call them Kissie Gang, right? That's what.
Yeah, Kissie Gang. That's what I call it.
Shout out to Kissie Gang.
Yes.
So if there's anything that you could change in the industry right now, just to make a difference across the board, what would you do? What would be the first thing you would do? Okay,
so I would say the first thing is to, if you see somebody super talented and you know this is gonna pop, I would say they need to stop worrying about, oh, but the numbers, what are the numbers? What are the fuck? Because people pay big money to get those numbers up. And everybody, you know, who might be super crazy dope may not have the money to pay for that. Or the avenues. So, and like, you supposed to be the label with the money, so you put the money into it. So, you know what I'm saying? So whatever, they need to relax on the little numbers thing, because I know for a fact people is paying big money for these numbers.
Right.
Yeah. It's funny you mentioned that, because there was an individual who started to point out the numbers a couple, like last year or whatever. They point out numbers for their music. But then when they dropped the album after, you know, being released from jail, I'm not gonna say the name, but
I know.
They start, you know what I'm saying? They start complaining about how the numbers, how the algorithm is pushing them out. So yeah, so I get that completely.
Yeah,
but you know, when people do that though, if you look at it, they might have their numbers high, but when they post stuff, they comments and people actually reacting to it, it's not good, because. I mean, when you do that, you be seeing the weirdest comments under they kind of pages. You don't get the real fans. But when you don't do it, that's your real fans supporting you when you get them comments and you actually reply back. So
yep. It's just like a fine line, because obviously I feel like, you know, if you're going to be such this big major label, when you step in, you should, I feel like that should be their job. They should, you know, like back in Motown, they was getting people off of the street singing, sweeping the damn restaurant, and they put them on. Like, that's what you're supposed to do, find a real talent and then do that. Numbers don't, it ain't all that to me, but, you know.
Numbers don't lie, but you can lie with numbers.
You can. That's why. Yeah, I've seen it a few times.
So, Kissie Lee, quick question: what can you bring to the R&B world for us? We need to bring R&B back, and I love your voice. I love it. I love your music. So
thank you.
How you gonna bring R&B back?
No, that's my goal. That's all. That's what I love. That's what I love to do anyway. I love the drums, the bass about it. Like, you know, the real what everybody be saying they miss about the 90s. That's what I offer. And I'm not trying too hard to do it. Like, it really just is probably in my blood, because my parents, like my dad from Chicago, my mom from Philly, it's just a lot of soul in me, I think. So I really just pour it out into my music, and it just come out like that. And Maybe it's because it's what I love, but yeah, I'm definitely bringing that part back. And even with the comments that I've been seeing under my love, everybody who's been commenting, they've been saying it, and it made me feel so good. So I'm like, this is what I wanted them to say. Yeah.
That's what's up.
Mm-hmm.
So, what's your favorite song to perform?
Of mine?
Yeah.
I love performing Real.
Real, okay.
That's my favorite one so far, yeah. Cause I like to go off and talk shit, and yeah.
Yeah, I feel like that's good though, cause you can't really do that with a cover. You know what I'm saying? If you cover somebody else's song, you don't really get into it. Like,
you can flip it now. Shoot, Whitney Houston made "And I Will Always Love You" her own. Keke Wyatt made "If Only You Knew" her own. I think that Boyz II Men did not End of the Road. It was one of them songs. Hard to Say Goodbye. They made that their own. Like, a lot of people can make covers their own.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
I do my research.
Yeah. Well, I was saying, like, when you do a cover, it's like you can make it your own, but like when it's your own song, it's more. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Exactly.
I know the last interview we did, we always talk about blinds, and you just continue to keep this blind hair.
I know, but what's funny though, both my grandmas on my mom and my dad's side got blind hair.
Oh, wow.
I think it's something that, I don't know, it might be a family thing. I love it. I feel like it look good on me. But I do switch up to like pink and other stuff, but blonde is like my favorite one.
I know. I was like, oh, she come back to the blind.
I always come back to the blonde.
Yeah, I saw that on Instagram. I was scrolling through it. I was just seeing the different colors go by. I was like, wow, she really be switching it up, keeping us on our toes.
I have fun with it. I don't know.
Got you.
That's good.
You got any other questions before we go into trivia?
Actually, no, I don't. Honestly, I was about to ask another question, but I want us to get to trivia because I got a good trivia question. So.
Okay, so we got 2 trivia questions for you. But go ahead and start with yours since you're ready.
Okay, cool. So my trivia question is, what's the craziest trend you've bought into?
There's so many. I just got the Crocs.
Okay.
Everybody's wearing.
Croc gang. Don't feel bad. I got some Crocs. I'm wearing them right now.
Comfortable.
Yeah.
I've been asleep. I should have been had some.
I know, that's how I felt.
No, I definitely got into that. So maybe that's the craziest one recently.
Okay. I thought you was gonna say something crazier, but Crocs is cool. Crocs is really, really chill. Yeah. Compared to anything else you could have.
I didn't do the period challenge yet. I don't know if I could do it.
Yeah, I was about to put that one.
I might not be able to say period no more.
Put that to the side.
Yeah.
We have to find another challenge.
Right.
Oh, that's crazy. Okay, mine is simple. This time, mine is gonna be: what's 3 qualities you love about yourself?
I love my voice. I love that I'm still able to be kind even though people have did bad things to me. And I love me as a mom. Girl. All right. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Cece. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.
Yeah,
Thank
beautiful.
you. Mickey Monday, what you thought about that?
That was beautiful.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. I'm going to be posting it too.
Yes, I'm going to repost.
But before we go off, tell everybody where they can follow you.
Yes, make sure you follow me on Instagram, Twitter. It's at I am Kissie Lee. It's Kissie, not the Y, y'all. I don't know. But and TikTok is I am Kissie Lee with the number 1. YouTube, just type in Kissie Lee. I'm dropping new vlogs. I've been editing my vlogs, so check those out, and the new videos on my YouTube too.
Awesome. Well, I want to say congrats on your journey. Congrats on your grind. You know, I be following you. I always hit you up on Facebook and Instagram.
I know, I see it.
I be posting crazy. I be going back and be like, all right, I'm going to post close to it. I was there. All right, I got this other one. But
thank you so much for supporting.
Yes, you have a phenomenal voice, and I love it. And thank you for my birthday song.
Yes, happy birthday. And thank y'all for having me on your show again, too.
Definitely.
Yeah, absolutely. I was gonna say thank you for being a part of this experience, you know, and you are such a gem, you know, you're just very charming. There's something about you, like you should just start talking, people get to listen and hear you, and you start singing, like, okay, all right, I'm feeling it.
Thank you. So I appreciate that. I be thinking I'm boring.
Not the least bit.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, you have a happy Tuesday. Be blessed, be safe, and everything.
You too.
All right.
I'll talk to y'all soon. Thank you.
Thank you.
Boy, what you know? Rufus boy, let me love boy, what you know? Rufus boy, let me love boy, what you know? Rufus boy, let me love. Caught up in my tape.